Well, good morning.
Good morning, Payson. Good morning, humans of Payson High School.
Welcome to another episode of The Pride.
Good morning, PHS.
Hello, Payson! Welcome to the Pride!
Good morning, Payson.
And good year to you, too. Is it cold enough for you?
Well, it must be for our soccer boys. They have to wake up and be at the indoor track at 6.
That's pretty early. They also have a parent meeting tonight at 7.
A while back, we had a helicopter at our school. What was that about?
Well, I heard it was about the SUU aviation program, but I haven't had some more information about it. Roll the clip.
Mallory Grappendorf. I'm a helicopter flight instructor for Southern Utah University, and we're here today just showing off our helicopter and talking to the students about the program. It's a great program. It's down in Cedar City, Utah. It's about 2 hours or so away from here. It's an associate degree program. We're working on getting it to be an online bachelor's degree option as well, but SU obviously offers bachelor's degrees. It takes about 2 years to get all your flight training done. We do helicopter flight training and airplane flight training, so whichever one you're looking into, we can handle it. It's great. It's an amazing thing to do. You're never bored. The pay is great once you get out of training. You'll make, as much as doctors and lawyers do, only a lot faster. So like I said, about 2 years to get all your flight training done, and then, maybe about 5 years from starting your flight training is where you're looking at that 60 to 100 grand per year salary, which if you're going doctor or lawyer, you're looking about that as well, but you're spending, 8 to 10 years in school. There's nothing like it. It's amazing.
You're so fly.
No, they were college students, not insects. Speaking of insects, it's a new year.
Wait, how do those relate?
Bugs are small. Last year was huge.
How huge?
I don't know, but Max Bennion does. Let's turn to him.
2017 started off with a bang, or rather with someone changing the Hollywood sign to say Hollyweed. Unfortunately, the rest of the year didn't exactly live up to these high expectations. Following the election of 2016, Donald Trump was inaugurated on January 20th, the same day that Split, starring James McAvoy, was released, to the disappointment of many who were expecting a horror movie, not a thriller. As discrepancies about the size of the inauguration crowd continued, courts across the country started ruling against President Trump's refugee ban. The Lego Batman movie was released to critical acclaim, and a discovery of 7 Earth-sized planets orbiting star TRAPPIST-1 was made. WikiLeaks released CIA documents, Beauty and the Beast was released worldwide, the Dutch elections took place, and the Tomb of Jesus was reopened in Jerusalem following the restoration of the tomb. A truck was driven into a department store in Stockholm, killing 4, and a man was forcibly removed from a United Airlines flight due to an overbooked flight. The Fate of the Furious was released, but it wasn't as good as Furious 7, so let's skip that. Emmanuel Macron won France's presidential election, and FBI Director James Comey was dismissed. Ariana Grande held a benefit concert for victims of a terrorist attack at her concert in Manchester in May. Theresa May remained British Prime Minister in a newly hung parliament. Canada celebrated 150 years since its formation. Spider-Man Homecoming came out and proved everyone wrong. It was really good. Hundreds of thousands protested the Turkish government at a rally in Istanbul, Turkey, and Despacito became the most streamed song ever, played 4.6 billion times. Sanctions were placed on Russia by President Trump. Disney announced it would start its own streaming service soon, and tensions with North Korea really started building. A Unite the Right march in Charlottesville turned violent and started a discussion of racism and the alt-right in America. It was announced the DACA program will be stopped, and Hurricane Irma became the most powerful hurricane in recorded history. An 8.2 earthquake hit Mexico, and Hurricane Maria destroyed 90% of Dominica, then knocked out all power in Puerto Rico. Iraqi forces claimed victory and control over Islamic State's last urban stronghold in Iraq. Harvey Weinstein was investigated for sexual harassment, kicking off the investigation of many, many men in politics, entertainment, and other areas of our country for sexual harassment. And Blake Shelton was named Sexiest Man Alive, leading many to either agree or disagree. Personally, I disagree, but that's probably just me. The year ended with Disney buying 21st Century Fox, the FCC voting to end net neutrality, and Star Wars The Last Jedi being released and becoming very divisive amongst fans. Overall, 2017 was yet another year with good and bad elements, but did feature a lot of suffering, which is a really sad thing, and I hope 2018 holds a brighter future for us all. Anyways, back to you, Thomas and Dakota.
Of all the flavors, 2017 chose to be salty.
If last year was salty, then Spencer is starting out this year peppery.
That makes no sense.
He's showing us some sweet tricks he can do. Cool is the opposite of salty, right?
Sure.
Now
editing is an amazing tool. You can use it to do all sorts of things. Like I can use it to disappear and then reappear. I can also use it to go from here
To here! In the blink of an eye!
and back here. That's not it though. I can even go from here, Payson High School, to the North Pole, the Egypt Pyramids, and back here to the high school. I can also turn myself blue.
I'm blue, I've been deed, I've been died, I've been deed, I've been died, I've been deed, I've been died, I've been deed, I've been.
Now that we've learned some more about editing, let's go check out some other cool videos. There you have it, Payson. All these videos were edited by yours truly. If you have any ideas for other cool editing videos, just let me know. Have a great day, Payson.
Now I'm blue.
That last trick took him 2 hours to do, or so I've heard.
Thank you, Spencer.
Some last minute announcements. Buy yearbooks ASAP. $53 in the finance office.
Dakota, if you and the other seniors want to change your schedule for next semester, do it now.
Gotcha. And Jiffy Lube driver VIP cards are in the counseling office.
Waffle Wednesday for FCCLA is today, and MTech has open CNA sports. Talk to the counselors if you're interested.
That's all, Payson.
Have a good one.
Pride out.
I'm blue, da baby.